Welcome to a new year of information and support from the Breakup Brit channel. I want to talk about something that deeply affected me and perhaps resonates with many of you. Imposter syndrome. But wait, imposter syndrome after a breakup? You heard that right. Picture this, you've just come out of a long relationship that you thought was going to last forever. You've invested so much time and energy and love into making it work, only to find yourself single. It's a tough pill to swallow, and in that process, imposter syndrome can creep up on you like a silent ninja. Imposter syndrome, for those who don't know, is the persistent feeling of being a fraud or being exposed as unworthy or incompetent, despite evidence to suggest otherwise. And let me tell you, after a breakup, it can hit extremely hard. I remember feeling so lost, questioning my worth and doubting my abilities in every aspect of life, my career, friendships, and even my own identity. It was as if my confidence had taken a nosedive, and I was left wondering if I ever had it in me truly to succeed. But here's the thing, imposter syndrome feeds off our insecurities, and it's time to starve it out, like today. I want to share with you some of the steps I took to overcome imposter syndrome after my breakup, and hopefully it can help you too. Before we move on though, can we share the love with a click on the subscribe button? A really quick click on the subscribe button, and don't forget to like and forward the link to others before you head elsewhere later today. Take note of these 5 steps that I am going to share with you in just a moment. I'll give you a couple of minutes right now to grab yourself a pen and some paper as I encourage you to make some notes of the key points I want to give to you.
2 minutes later.
How you're feeling at this moment in time is not what you want to feel every day, that's for sure. So it's important to take all the information in, and remember this will be a work in progress for many of us. As always, Rome was not built in a day. And by the end of this video, I would love to send you away with the tools to identify your power so that you can stand in it. Hopefully you have something to write with now, and with that I'm going to ask you to write in big letters at the top of your page or at the front of your book the following words: I am remarkable journal. That's I am remarkable journal. Congratulations. This is a tiny first foot forward. You have created the first words into your personal daily journal that I encourage you to use every single day. Keeping track on your progress is going to be so helpful for you to identify, record your wins, and learn, of course, over the coming days, weeks, and months. Now we got mission 1 completed, let's start to go through the 5 steps to pinpoint your imposter thoughts and how to get about noticing the trigger points so that you can reframe them and start to shake off the negatives that encroach in your daily life and, of course, your happiness. Now, we are ready for the action steps for overcoming imposter syndrome. So let's take a look at the first step. Step 1, feeling like a fraud is common in imposter syndrome and can give you the identity where you feel like you don't belong anywhere. How do we recognize these thoughts? What is happening to you at this time? in these moments. Try to identify what you're telling yourself, and when this happens, write this down in your journal. What is the voice of our subconsciousness really saying? Pause and acknowledge your feelings. What are your discomfort signs? Is it your inner chatter? Is it a pain in your tummy? Or is it a change in your breathing? What is it for you exactly? Instead of burying these feelings deep down, I realized it was crucial to acknowledge and accept them. It's okay to feel uncertain or unworthy right now. That voice is simply trying to keep you safe from risks. But remember, it doesn't define you. Be curious as to what is triggering it. And as I mentioned earlier, don't suppress it. Moving on to step 2, embrace self-reflection. I started journaling, meditating, and spending quality time with myself, just me. These activities helped me gain clarity and understand the inner workings of my own mind. It's incredible how reflection can unveil hidden strengths and passions that can lift you up. Small goals and tiny steps makes massive progress. Remember, small goals and tiny steps makes massive progress. Try not to overwhelm yourself with too much at first. You're only just starting your engine. As you travel further forward and your confidence grows, the rewards will be huge. Reach out to me to sign up to my mailing list to get more information on my Glow and Grow transformation program. I'll drop a link down in the description for you. Don't hesitate to get in touch with me. So, moving on now, we're on step 3, and that's to celebrate your accomplishments. Imposter syndrome often makes us forget past achievements, or it can belittle them as just mere luck. But it is essential to celebrate our accomplishments, no matter how big or small they are. Each step forward counts. Shout about your achievements and know in your mind that it's not boasting and it's not flashy when it comes to your wins. When evidence shows your progress is indeed fact, then you cannot be accused of showing off. It's factual and evidence-based. It is a completed mission and a win for you. Step 4, surround yourself with positive influences. I surrounded myself with loved ones who uplifted me and believed in me. This helped to banish any self-doubt that I had. Building a support system is crucial for reminding ourselves of our value and our potential. Create an inner cheerleader, that voice that encourages you, and give it an identity, a name. And imagine what this voice talking to you does for a living, their interests and background. It could be a voice of your future self, say 20 years from now, giving you words of wisdom and motivation, knowing that this is the voice of experience, one who has lived and survived. Step 5, on the flip side to your inner cheerleader, that first voice we talked about that throws out doubt in your mind and makes you feel like a fraud should also be identified and a character created for it. I imagine this person to be a bitter, middle-aged man called Bob, living in a suburban street just outside of the city, plodding along with life without too much excitement, but with a ton of negativity. Creating a persona for your imposter syndrome can be helpful when you find yourself doubting. I was able then to have a conversation with Bob and dull down his unhelpful noise and crush the imposter persona by not allowing him to rule over me. I began to choose what I wanted to say to myself instead, encouraged and assisted by my inner cheerleader. Little by little, my battle began to show the results that helped me overcome my sense of unworthiness. To sum up, set realistic goals and take action. Imposter syndrome thrives on passivity, so it's time to take charge. By setting goals, both short-term and long-term, and taking actionable steps towards them, we gain momentum and confidence, slowly but surely. Fast forward to today, and I can proudly say that I am embracing my true self. I've taken the colour out of my imposter syndrome, and I am ready to take on the world with newfound confidence and resilience. Remember, overcoming imposter syndrome after a breakup is a journey, not a race. So be patient with yourself and always remember your worth. If I can do it, you can too. Thanks for joining me on this transformative adventure. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more inspiring content. And most of all, don't forget you are magnificent, and remember, you've got this. Next time we're going to talk more about relationships and breakups. Don't forget to hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next one. But all it leaves me to say is I wish you peace and happiness in 2024.